today's adventure, we are going to Primrose Overlook. This is a hike that gives you a nice view of Mount Timpanogos up the Alpine Loop in Utah. It is a very pretty drive going up the way. You are nestled amongst many pines and also lots of aspens. This drive is incredibly beautiful during the fall time. And when you get to the top, you're also able to see beautiful views of the mountains and the surrounding areas. Primrose Overlook clocks in at about 3.3 miles round trip, and it is pretty easy going for most of the way. The hardest part is at the very end when you get to almost a pretty steep incline. That we should not cover because we were out of our breaths the entire time we were doing that. But the last little stretch is the hardest of it, but it is still a very beautiful hike. And along the way, there's just lots of beautiful plants and other foliage, and just you're among so many aspens, and these little awesome valleys like this just pop up here and there, and it's fun to just hang out in them and just enjoy the views and bring everything in.
Okay, the first time I ever called a moose, like plural, I said meese, and it's been Emma's favorite thing ever. Obviously, like, you refer to moose as moose if there's multiple, but I think it's more fitting if you see multiple of them if you say meese. I know it's not grammatically correct, but that's how I think it should be.
Probably my most favorite part of this hike was the clearings that just come out and about, and there's just all these beautiful tall pine trees and just other pretty areas of it. This was by far the biggest part of the hike with the openings, and from the very beginning you can see a little bit of the view of Timp that you'll see at Primrose. However, it's just really nice to be among this because you're just like in a beautiful clearing, and around you got trees, and then next to you got a deep forest of aspens. Overall, this is probably one of my favorite parts of this hike was the valley.
Okay, so me and Emma were just looking at some of these leaves up here, and we noticed that these leaves right here, they kind of got like little warts. And apparently it's like a fungal disease that a lot of these trees have. They're called Marsonia populi. And apparently it's like the spores fall off in the winter, and then when the summertime and spring come around, it starts getting it. But like almost every single tree we see up here has it. So I'm wondering if there's like some kind of like infection that's going on. If you guys are like pretty knowledgeable about this stuff, like comment it down below and let us know what's up, because I mean, like, honestly it kind of looks like tree herpes here. And it's like these ones over here have it, like right there, but hopefully that these, you know, the trees will do their thing and fight it off, because I'm sure it happens often, otherwise we wouldn't have forests. But yeah, that was a little interesting thing we thought. There's a lot of flies out right now.
Believe it or not, this was my actual first time seeing a woodpecker do its thing. I've heard them a lot in life, but I've never actually seen it do it. So it was actually kind of fun to just sit here and watch it do whatever it was doing, whether or not it was like carving out the tree or trying to look for bugs to eat. I just thought it was cool, so just recorded it, and here it is. And finally, after a lot of uphill that felt like it was never going to end, we finally made it to the overlook, and this is the view that we were treated with. After a lot of time taking in the views and just hanging out at the top and enjoying the weather on a nice overcast day, we decided it's time to head back because we were hungry and wanted to get some food. So from there, we started heading back down and enjoying the same views, and it actually went a lot easier going back than it was going up. So thank you for joining us on this little adventure, guys.